Okay, they've got, ooh, dang it. Okay, they've got the 40 cents off a gallon going here. Look at this stuff here. Hold on, I'm gonna take this off for a minute. It's amazing. I don't know if you can see all the cars here, but we'll turn it around so we can get a view of all the traffic in here. It's amazing. It's like it created a monster. Holy mackerel. So we've got some craziness going on here. Hey people, just wait.
It's Afternoons with Andy on 98.5 KTIS. There's a lot of things that you do for your job that you think this is not in my job description. And it's tough. It's tough to say no. It's tough to say I'm overextended, I'm overwhelmed. I don't want you to feel that way.
Okay, I'm now backed up over here, and well, let me tell you. Ooh, we're gonna get up. I don't know if this will show me up in a lot over here or not, but I figure I might as well let you see all the chaos going on here. At 40 cents off a gallon, and it's from 4 to 7, and right now it is 4:20. Hey, 4:20 for those people out there. Not for this kid. Not anymore anyway, years ago. So gas was $4.19 or something like that, and now it's $4.79. Or I mean $3.79, I'm sorry. Yeah, it went from $4.19 or whatever down to $3.79. So their 40 cents a gallon came up, but it must have dropped 10 cents as well. And it jammed in quick, man. Them pumps are full. And everybody that's getting off the freeway now, coming this way, will see that sign that says $3.79. And more than likely, they are going to just want to hop right into place here with everybody else. So, and it goes till 7. So I'm kind of thinking I might have to wait a little while for it to die down a little bit, and then I'm going to, right on this side closest to us is pump 1 and 3. And I came through the way those cars are heading to put gas in the camper. But I got to get diesel because I'm almost out of diesel. And it's so crazy. And I'm already parked in a good spot here for now. So I might have to wait until later. And then if traffic dies down, then maybe I'll go get the diesel. So that would be what, 2, 4. So in a couple hours. It's one thing nice about living in a home on wheels. Even though it's a couple hours away, I'm at home right now, so I can just relax here. And I'm a little all the way over to this side here, so I've got a little bit of shade coming across the camper. And my batteries are already at 100%, so it's not like I need a lot of solar right now. So otherwise, I'd want to move over another spot just to get more sun on the solar panels. But because I'm already at 100%, I'm okay being partially shaded because it'll keep it cooler in here. It won't be as hot. And I did switch into sweatpants because I want to change out my house battery, and I don't want to wreck my only overalls I have left. I gotta make money somehow. I gotta figure out how to get some more overalls. I don't think I have any more. I think that's the last pair. I'm pretty sure. I mean, there's a slim chance that I got a bag up above here that might have a pair of overalls in it, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure I'm down to my very last pair. So when I worked at the foundry, I was burning through them left and right, so it was expensive. Yeah, I went through. I spent a lot of money on boots there too, man, because of the hot aluminum and stuff, and the metal that gets spilled around there and stuff, burning up the soles of my boots. And I went through, in the 2.5 years I worked there, I had to buy 4 or 5 set pairs of $300 and some boots. So I mean, I spent, $1,500 or so dollars. Well, might as well call it $2,000. But I spent about $2,000 on boots in the 2.5 years I worked there. The reason I say figured a little higher, because where the foundry was, the only place to get boots, you had to drive either to Mankato or somewhere else, so you had to drive quite a ways to get them too. So it cost me fuel to go get them and everything. So yeah, it had a lot of expenses working at that foundry. It was good for experience and another different learning experience for me. So, but I'm glad I'm not there. It was really bad on my health, and I started doing more and more research on the effects of aluminum exposure and stuff like that. And not good at all. And it made sense why I was having all the different health problems I was starting to get. God, it makes me feel bad for the people that work at that foundry. I can't believe it. Yeah, what a killer job. Yeah, so I don't know where I'm gonna. Gotta let me go to work. I don't know where I'm gonna work next. It'd be nice if I could get these channels rolling to where it starts bringing in enough income to live on at least. But I've been starting to get a couple videos on my other channel going again, because that was pretty much on hiatus for the last 4 years since my mom died, because all the craziness I've had going on. But now since I started this channel, so let's see, this channel's been going 7 months now, and I think we're into 7 months. And my other channel, since then I've put 5 or 6 videos on it. So about 1 video a month kind of, but I haven't had a normal schedule with it because my life's so crazy right now. I just thank the Lord that even though I had no income and no money, He said He'd provide, and He did. I made it through the winter. He kept either guiding me or sending help to me. Guiding me to help or sending help to me to keep my diesel tank filled and to stay warm through the winter, and enough to get gas into the camper every now and then. And part of that was the free play at the casino. I haven't went this month. They haven't sent me nothing in the mail, in my email, and I won't. There's no way I'll just drive out there unless I know what I'm getting for free play, because otherwise it's a waste of money. because I ain't spending my own money on it. But as long as it's free play, I do all right with the free play. I normally always make just the gas, and I'm due for a big in there. That's what gamblers say. Because you can say you're due, but it doesn't matter. You know, it's all mathematics and well, I used to call it luck, but now that I've been getting closer and closer to God, it's the Lord blessing you. You know, ain't no luck involved. It's being blessed by the Lord. I haven't quite figured out how to explain the difference and all that yet. I've been thinking about it a bit. I don't know because there's times the Lord has blessed me with that free play through the years, and different challenges I've had in the past when I'd go use the free play. You know, where I went up there, like one time, they used to run buses that you could catch and ride to the casino, the coach buses, like the Greyhounds or that. And I wish they'd do that again, but ever since COVID, they stopped it and they haven't started it again. But that was the best, taking the coach buses, because then that way I'd have to burn no gas other than getting to where the bus picks up. You know, and the bus used to pick up here in Forest Lake. I don't know where at, of course. I think it picked up over at Cub Foods. And then it would go up to Lindstrom and stop in Lindstrom. Then this is for the Turtle Lake bus. And then after Lindstrom, it would stop in St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin, and then to the casino from there. And I don't know where it stopped before Forest Lake. I don't know what its stop was at in the cities more or whatever. But like right now, if they were still running that same bus, I'd just have to go across the bridge over there, just like a few blocks from here, and I could take the bus. It wouldn't cost me no gas because it's a free bus ride. And then they used to give you like $5-10 in nickels or whatever when you get off the bus. But then when they changed it all to digital stuff, then they just put it on your card. So even if you got mailer money, you'd still get another $5 for riding the bus. Treasure Island did it different. You'd get your free mailer money, but then if you rode the bus, you got like $3 or $5 off of food for riding the bus. You'd get a coupon. So then you could get a free lunch and play for free with your free pennies. Most people that don't have the discipline like I do, most people, if they don't matter what they got for free play, if it's $10 or $50, most of them play all the lines and spin through it. Sometimes they get lucky and hit a couple $100 or something. Other times they run out quick, and the bus is there for like 4 hours or something, 4 or 5 hours, depending on the casino and the run. So then they'd have nothing to do for 4 or 5 hours. They'd just have to sit around and watch people or go sit in a restaurant. And then when technology came through with iPads and stuff and smartphones, well, then people had their phone to play a game on or something. So they'd go sit down and somewhere and play their game when their free play ran out. Whereas I liked playing the whole time I was there, so I know how to play small, so I bet a penny at a time rather than betting a buck at a time or 50 cents at a time or 30 cents at a time or whatever, because it goes quick. But when you're betting 1, 2, 3 or 5 cents or 10 cents will even go fast, you know, if you're betting 10 lines. But if you're betting if you stick to one line, and as it would get closer to the bus time, then I would raise my bet if I still had free play left, you know, so I didn't waste the free play and not have it to use. So when it got closer to bus time, whatever free money I'd left, that's when I'd raise my bet to a nickel or a dime or something, you know. And if the bus was really close to going and I still had money left, well, then I'd raise it up to a quarter or whatever, you know. But I wanted to be able to play while I was there, so it worked out good. I wish they'd run that bus again, because then you didn't have to pay for gas. You got a free ride there, free ride back. You didn't have to worry about traffic or nothing. And the buses are normally air conditioned in the summer and heated in the winter. Now, because it's a bus outfit, you know, they do need maintenance and stuff. And there's plenty of times that in the summer the AC went out, so they opened the one of the buses. The windows wouldn't open that well either, so they ended up taking the emergency hatches, popping them open or taking them off so the heat could flow out there. And then opened up the front window or whatever, or what windows did open up so they could get some airflow going through there. Then there was one bus in the winter one time that the heat wasn't working on, and anybody who was bundled up, boy. And I was dressed pretty warm that day, so I was in good shape. A lot of people weren't, so they were freezing and not liking it. And then because of everybody's breath in there. All the side windows were frosting up and everything. That was a run to the Treasure Island. That was a long time ago. But yeah, so I won't wait unless I know what I'm getting for free play and can figure out the math on it. I will not waste my time going out there, because I ain't about going out there to put myself in a tough position. Whereas if I know what I've got for free play, I know the math well enough, and I know how the machines work well enough, that I can make at least my gas money back. And then there's been times I've done really well. I mean, there's been times I've made hundreds of dollars with their free play. I mean, there's a lot of times I've made like, 50, 70, $80 too, with their free play. But there's times I've made hundreds of dollars, and there's a couple times I've made a little over 1,000, under 2,000 that I ended up making with their free play. And then that's probably about it with the free play. I think that's the most I've ever made off on a free play, playing there and winning. And then of course, because I was there after I used up the free play and I was ahead, well, then I was playing with my own money, but it was their money because I won it from their free play. So then I kept playing, and that's how few of the times that I made over $1,000. But that don't happen that often. That's pretty rare. But yeah, until I get an email or something telling me what they're offering, I won't waste my time going out there. It'd be different if I was working and I had a regular check coming in, because I do enjoy it. It gets me out of the house or out of the camper, and it gets me a road trip to, instead of being stuck in one spot all the time. So it gets me out and about a bit. I get to socialize because I'm a people person, and it gets me to be able to meet more people and talk about God to more people and stuff. And sounds kind of weird, but I just kind of have a natural flow with it. I don't like, it's not like it's a church setting or something, when I talk about God with strangers I meet. I just, somehow it gets incorporated in there as natural flow rather than me just coming across like I'm preaching, We're just talking about life, and we'll be talking about different things in life or something, and something good that happened, or they might tell me something good that happened, remember that, and I'll be, or an accident that they made it to or survived, and I'm like, ooh, the good Lord was watching over you, or that, and they're like, yes, he was, or something. Well, then that'll transition into talking about God and stuff, or just different stuff like that, or just naturally flows into the conversation, And people get a kick out of me because me playing my little pennies, well, I'll be sitting next to somebody that's betting. God, some people, believe it or not, $6 a spin is, to me, it's huge. But there's people that spend $25, $50 a spin or something. It's just crazy. I'd have a heart attack. But even with me playing a penny at a time, I can be sitting next to somebody that's playing, 90 cents or a couple bucks up to $6 a spin or that, and I'm playing 1 penny at a time, and then I'll hit something that'll be like $1 or $2 for my 1 penny, and I'm like, woohoo, jackpot! That's like, if it was $2, I'm like 200 times my bet. So then they're like, some people are like, well, just think if you were betting more, how much it would have been. And depending on the situation, like if you were just playing, like say I was betting a penny and I got $1 hit straight down the center line. Well, if there's 100 lines on the machine, say it was a 100 line machine, and I hit $1, well, if it's only on that center line, it doesn't pay on none of the other lines. So I would have spent $2 and won $1, so I didn't win nothing, Whereas when I'm betting 1 penny, 1 line, and I win $1, well, then I won 100 times my bet, And those machines, they're programmed pretty good with the randomizers and stuff. Like when you're betting smaller, if you pay attention to machines, you'll see that if you were playing more lines, like, oh, you would have had a hit here or there. But that's because you're playing smaller. That's why it throws it up there. So that way it's trying to trick you into betting more. So you got to stay disciplined. Now, it don't hurt every once in a while if you're winning a few cents here or there. Like if you're playing a penny at a time, every once in a while, if the machine seems to be kind of hitting pretty frequently, well, then I might try a nickel every now and then. Go do 5 lines and then go back to 1 line. But pretty much stick to 1 line. Now, when I was working, I'd bring an average of 20 to 40 bucks with me and play pennies, and then I'd bet a nickel more often, you know. And I played more nickel or dime then, because, you know, I had money. Now that I don't have no money, I've been sticking tight to my little pennies. Well, hope you didn't mind me rambling on again. God bless you. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next one.